Hello, hello everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good
Welcome.
evening, whatever time of day it is in your area of the world. We would love to hear though, where are you tuning in from? If you would like to drop us in the chat where you are located right now and maybe also what brings you here.
We love reading in the chat, of course. There it is, Bournemouth, Cleveland, Ohio. So that'll be all around the world, I expect, right?
Quite early in Ohio. Scotland.
Yeah.
Lovely. Hello, hello, everyone.
People coming in, that's great.
Amazing.
Guessing
Yeah, lots of you.
here. Love that.
South Africa. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from. So good to have you here with us today. I'm Lisa Yara. I'm trainer at the Academy for Soul-Based Coaching.
And I am Sigrun Saunderson, also a trainer at the Academy. And here's Annemiek. And Ren, yeah,
Hello.
also trainers. And of course, Annemiek, the founder of the Academy.
Yeah, welcome everyone. If you don't know us, then this week is going to give you a great chance to get to know us. And yeah, just to give you a little bit of background, in the Academy for Soul-Based Coaching, we've been teaching thousands of coachings worldwide in the past 7 years online about how you can go deeper with your clients and get more embodied and sustainable results. So here, this 2 weeks, we are here for our new future eFestival, and we're really, really happy that you're here too, because this is something that we cannot do by ourselves. But really, this new let me get my words straight. This new future eFestival is where we celebrate all the ways that we are already co-creating the future where everybody gets to thrive. Even in a world where every day we are navigating the collapse of old systems and the injustice and atrocities that go with that. And the love and the power and the beauty of what's calling us forward is helping us show up here. In these 2 weeks, we have curated for you a beautiful experience of inspiration to strengthen you on your journey, reminding us all that we are in this together, and to offer you soul-based coaching-based support in our live workshops so that you can strengthen your inner resources and clarity and take action in your own life, live your gifts, and make that a whole lot easier. And the reason that we're hosting this from the Academy is that we see that the new future shines through in each and every one of our client sessions. When we invite our clients to connect with their deepest wisdom, their soul wisdom, they start to align to their inner resources, and they invite their powers of this life-giving mystery for change to happen. And it really becomes clear. Each and every one of us has a piece of our collective puzzle. They're big pieces, they're small pieces. And it is so important that we support one another in bringing these pieces into the world, steadying our steps as we go. With an open heart and an open mind, growing our discernment of what serves the new. And to be very clear here, right at the beginning, that does not mean spiritually bypassing the hardships and crises in the world. They are very clear and explicit invitations to change the way that we see it, to reform and to contribute to how these changes might come about. It means that we root ourselves deeply, that we spread our wings out, metaphorically speaking, for protection, for making waves. So this whole 2 weeks is an invitation to become the most powerful version of ourselves without needing to be perfect. Life is an evolution every day. And so we want to start by lighting a candle for all of the people who are caught in war and atrocity in places like Gaza, Israel, Ukraine, Armenia, Syria, and many, many more. May we find ways to help peace and ceasefires happen as soon as possible. And maybe you have a candle near where you are. It's great if you want to join us. If not, then I'm lighting this candle on behalf of all of us. So we may add our prayers here for just a moment. I'm putting this to the side. This is the place to start.
And we know it's a lot. So taking care of ourselves and our nervous system is vital in these times we're living through. So let's start right now with a presencing exercise to help you ground here and now, and also to set your intentions for the festival. And if you're watching this in the replay, just know that energy work has a way of transcending time and space. So join in as if you were here live as well. As always, the future starts now. So I invite you all to close your eyes or to lower your gaze, whichever feels most comfortable for you right now. And just let your awareness gently land on your breath. And there is nothing that you need to change, nothing that needs to be different with the way you're breathing right now. Just notice, what kind of breath do you have today in this moment? And as you're following your breath in and out of your body, you can let each inhalation be an invitation to land a little bit more in this moment and in your body. And in the same way, you can let each exhalation just helping you, allowing you to relax. Breathing in, coming more into this moment. Breathing out, you can let go of anything that you don't want in this call here today. And just do that a few times in your own pace. And you can start to become aware of the atmosphere inside you right now. And again, there is nothing that needs to be a certain way. Just notice what you notice. And with your eyes still closed or lowered down, Today, as we start the new future eFestival together, let's check in. When the festival is exactly as you would like it to be, it will be like what? And is there anything else about the festival when it is exactly as you would like it to be? And when the festival is like that, you will be like what? And for the festival and you to be like that, is there any support that you would like to have? And is there anything else about that kind of support? And then you can gently start to move your body a little bit. Maybe you want to stretch. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to our circle here together. And if you like, I would love to hear a few words in the chat. What came up for you as we were going through these questions?
Maybe it's also a good idea to share that those questions are what's called a clean setup. It's a great way of preparing yourself for a new project, a new thing that you're embarking on. So also for this eFestival journey together. And so let's keep your answers coming in the chat.
Beautiful. Medicine, inspiration, knowing, a warm hug, productive, supportive, calming and centering, ease and flowing.
An uplifting and non-judgmental and relaxed atmosphere. And the key to that is in myself.
Nourishing and promising, the festival being a beautiful, colorful party where I feel happy. Yay.
I'm looking forward to connect with those who share my conviction that each one of us will bring exactly what is needed to shape a future where all will thrive. Yes, absolutely, Margot. So the reason that we're sharing these is because we all can start to feel into the field that we want to create together. These are the intentions that we each hold, and this is how we come together and meet one another with this desire in our hearts, so that may and is able to guide all of us. And a relaxing pressure. Oh, I like that. So all of us have the opportunity to use this eFestival in exactly the way that serves you most. So what we'll do now is just tell you about how the festival works and how you can choose what it is that is most going to be of service to you. there are several of our interviewees who share powerful practices that you can use every day to presence and resource yourself. So really make the most of them, just like this short presencing that Ren just did with us, which for us is the basis for everything. Check out the people who do that. And actually, Ren, can you share? I didn't ask you to do that before. I
don't think I have the link, love.
No, exactly. I'm sorry, everyone. Let me grab that quickly. So here we go. Preparation is everything, right? So prepare today. But then obviously there's a little thing here. There we go. These are the 3 interviews that I was thinking of. They're really about living life as practice. And the first one of those is Lahela Johnson's Daily Self-Renewal Through Hawaiian Values. That's going to be shared tomorrow. But Shamli Arda and Leonie Stekelenburg are also offering very hands-on spiritual / psychological / embodied practices that you can really use every day. Now we have a lot more different kinds of interviews. There is a couple here that are about breaking paradigms, about looking at what world, what way of thinking are we raised in, and how can we start to create more spaciousness for ourselves and for one another. So those are interviews by Giovanni Washington, Marcia Wade, Michelle Lunar, and Kelsey Blackwell, for example. All of these are on your eFestival page, and you'll have time to peruse them at your leisure, and we will send each day an overview with the interviews that are going to be shared that day. But this is just to give you a sense of the yumminess that is waiting for you. There's also 3 specific interviews for those of you who have businesses that support the new future. I think it's a very important thread in how we're weaving our future forward. And that's Ellie Seilern, Esther de Charon, and Sophie Jane Hardy, that are all going to share from their own vantage point what you can do to really bring that power to your business that you're dreaming of, that you see is possible and will serve the greater collective. And then we also have a strand of interviews which are all about our own healing and growth and transformation. So here we have Emer Stassen, Claire Dubois, Louise Eddington, and Louis Parsons. If you don't know who these people are, then I highly recommend that you go and check them out when it's their turn, because there's so many flavors here, and a lot of depth for you, for your personal path. And then, of course, we also have interviews that are very specific about how do you take action in the world. So part of that is about how publicity can help us. Part of that is about climate activism and how we can make rage work for the good. And today's interview is from Kelly Deals about how we are all culture makers, meaning that we are all formed by culture, but also that we don't have to consent to how culture moves through us. And Kelly is fantastic in helping us see where we are giving our power away and where we can start to take that back. And she's giving, again, very practical ways of doing that. So these are the interviews that we have sprinkled over the next 2 weeks. We aim for never more than 2 a day, unless there's a weekend coming, so that you have a bit more time to breathe into it. But really choose what works best for you. Also, to support you in that journey, we have, as the team of the Academy here, looked at how can we create a riverbed that supports you with your personal process, meaning as you are co-creating the better future already, how can we support you in that process? And for that, we have also shared created 4 workshops for you. The first one is going to be by me. It's going to be happening this Wednesday. Exact times are in your festival schedule. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer you a chance to look at how are my roots? Where and how do I root myself? And how can I strengthen my own specific way of rooting myself so that I can weather the storms that are happening and support myself and the people around me to thrive? So that's the first one. Then next one is Rents.
That's right. And that's happening this Friday. And then we will create with our future. So in this workshop, you'll get to discover how you personally shape and form the future into existence, and to anchor that future that you would like to see in your life here and now. The workshop will include creative play, which means bring any kind of medium that you would like to explore and express through in the session, like art supplies or instruments or anything that you want to experiment with. And then next week we have Lisa.
Yeah, so 1 week from now, next Monday, we will talk or experience that change is cyclical. As much as we are led to believe that everything works in a straight line, it doesn't, and definitely not change. And there is usually a very messy middle between where we are now and where we want to go. And sometimes it can be scary to venture into the unknown, but we all are equipped with a beautiful compass, our cycle. And I do not just mean the menstrual cycle. It can be the moon cycle, it can be the daily cycle, it can be the yearly cycle, because as nature is cyclical, so are all beings, so are all of us. And I will support you in a practice on how you can tap into the wisdom of your own cycle to guide you through these cyclical change processes, so that you feel confident in yourself to navigate these storms on the way. And then next Wednesday.
Next week, Wednesday, in the 4th workshop, I will guide you towards your sovereign power. Because we all know it's not up to you alone, right? The big problems are never solved by just one person, and that's good to know. And at the same time, it is also about you stepping into your sovereign power, whatever that is. And you are in the right place where you are right now, that's for sure. So we will explore where is the difference between you reacting to something from the outside, and that's where a lot of our energy gets lost, I find. We're just in reaction. And instead, what does it feel like when you act or be? It doesn't need to be an action. When you are being out of your own power, your sovereign power. What's the difference? How does it feel? So this is what we will experience in this workshop next week, Wednesday.
Fantastic. Yes. And then next week, Friday, we close together and bring our insights and learnings together in a short circle like the one that we're having today. Now you can find the exact times on your festival schedule, which are on your emails. You get most out of these workshops when you can attend live. But if you can't, don't worry, there will be recordings that are going to be available all throughout the festival on your festival page. All of these workshops are powered by soul-based coaching techniques, meaning that you can connect with your own inner knowing and open powerful, unique to you resources and find clarity and your aligned ways of living your gifts and taking action.
And every day of these 2 weeks, we celebrate. So today, the most important thing to celebrate is that we are all gathered here together with the same longing and this enthusiasm, and realizing that there are thousands and thousands of people like us with hope and with a vision and with the willingness to show up. And we have this number here. Extinction Rebellion has calculated that we only need 3.5% of humanity to be on board for structural change to start happening. So that's good to know. And even in the hardest times, remember that we are gathering momentum.
And to remind us and inspire us on this journey, we've got a poem by Claire Dubois, who is one of our beautiful speakers on this eFestival. She's a climate activist, the founder of Tree Sisters, a motivational speaker. And she has written this poem, Your Planetary Self. Let the birds take your clothes. Let the waves undo your holding back. Let the vines unravel your tired mind, and the earth savor your sweat and tears. Let your stories burn off like rising mist, as your past and the false flaws of curbed self-love dissolve into butterfly wings and fireflies, as your edges blur and your planetary self ignites. Let the trees bathe your breath. Let the meadows embrace you. Let the mountains and the bees remind you. Let the sky flood in and allow the clouds to guide you. Let your undoing be as total as your becoming is beautiful. And when the living world has climbed inside enough for you to feel 4 legs, scales, and wings, may you finally know yourself alive as all things, indivisible and responsible, reborn into wholeness, natural, sacred, and wild.
Thank you so much, Lisa. I've just added the poem into the chat for anyone who wants to read it back later. So we would love, as we're wrapping up, we really try and keep our time sacred as well. We'd really love one word in the chat for what this time together, this opening circle, has brought you. And in the meantime, we have a request to make of you as well, that you share your insights, your joy with all of us in the live events, by email, in the Facebook group. Let's make this a powerful ride together. And of course, invite your friends if you haven't yet, because we're in this together. So enjoy today's interview, enjoy tomorrow's interviews, and then I will see you on Wednesday for that first workshop of Find Your Roots. And thank you all very much for the words that are happening in the chat, from excited to peace, to sacredness, to love, to beauty, hopeful, connection, co-creation, forward-looking. Yeah, fantastic. We love these one words that span, like, a few. That's fantastic. All right, everyone. We look forward to seeing you soon. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.